Yes, yes, yes. We are here with the Danger Zone podcast, episode number 124, with the legendary
Big Shug.
Mr. DL.
Chef Tanya, Nicole, and real love.
Yeah, make it love, make it love. You know what I mean? What's happening? How's everybody this week?
I'm good.
Good.
Yeah.
We're here, the Danger Zone podcast.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. You know?
Busy, sad week. A sad week in the world. Very sad. But do you want to start with the sadness or do you want to start with the gladness?
Whatever you feel. Like, you know
sadness, so we can end with gladness.
Yeah, we lost some icons. We lost Pete Rose, which was,
he's a true icon.
Like him or hate him, as far as his antics. The guy got mad hits. And has the most hits.
And the thing about Pete Rose, to me, that was always great, is the fact that he did all this. They called him Charlie Hustle. And he did all of this, like, on sheer what he had. He might not have been the fastest. He might not, been the most athletic, but he just put it all into the game. That's why they called him Charlie Hustle. And you got to say something about, he was playing a time where people weren't taking time off. They weren't doing all these different enhancements or even dieting properly or whatever. And he was just incredible. It's unfortunate.
Were the Reds good in that era?
Pretty much. But what's unfortunate is the fact that those who don't know, he was suspended for betting, even on his own team, which to me, it didn't have nothing to do with when he played. You know what I mean? So he's banned for life from the Hall of Fame, which I feel like he should be in. It'll be sad for them to put him in with him no longer being here, but I believe eventually that does happen. But rest in peace, man. We send our condolences out to Pete Rose's family. Rest in peace, Charlie Hustle.
Yeah, I was always on the fence with Pete Rose. Like I do respect his skill in baseball. Obviously, you can't. But I like a lot of shit he said over the years. Like, bro, you did that. No one made you do it. You bet it on baseball. You got caught. Now, the reason why I really had a sour taste was when Ichiro, you remember Ichiro?
Yeah, of course.
So Ichiro hits a baseball one day, and the whole world says, this is the most hits in the history of professional baseball, which was true. It just wasn't the most hits in Major League Baseball. Yeah. But in all of baseball across the world, Ichiro, most hits. And Pete Rose felt the need to come out and, talk a whole bunch of shit about Ichiro, and I was just like, bro, you sound fucking salty, bro. And like, do I think he bet on his own team to lose? Probably not. But good.
Yeah, they were pretty decent. But here's the thing. Here's my. So people want to say, ban him. They wanted to ban him for life because of his betting, right?
Yeah.
So, and he was proven to have betted. On those games. Okay. So then you got the other side of the coin. That's what I'm saying, was a bunch of people making these decisions where Barry Bonds and
Mark McGwire
are not in the hall, and nobody ever found them guilty of using steroids or PEDs ever. Yeah. So that's the thing. Was like, so it's the unwritten rule. Like, okay, we're keeping them out. You know. Yeah. What I mean? But if you want to go like the judicial system or whatever else, these dudes weren't found guilty. So
yeah, I think Barry Bonds. I don't like seeing the asterisk. Do I think he did steroids? Yes.
But I mean, that's what people think. That's
did he ever fail a drug test ever? No.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and then Pete Rose. So years ago, Bud Selig. I don't know who the new commissioner is. I can't remember his name. But the last commissioner was Bud Selig, and Bud Selig sat down with Pete Rose and was like, "Listen, we want to let you in. Like, you just got to stop gambling. You just stop gambling." And he said, "All right, I'll stop gambling." And Pete Rose left that meeting to the casino and did a public event at a casino. And Bud Selig was just like, "All right, you're not taking us serious then. You're not taking us serious now. Fuck you." That's pretty much how that all went down.
He obviously has a problem if he can't stop.
Yeah.
Like,
so He
They're
claimed,
saying Hall of Fame or gamble.
and the only reason he wants to be in the Hall of Fame is so we can write HOF after every autograph and charge fucking $100 more
Yo,
for it.
listen, he was already getting big money for his autographs, and his accomplishments are in the Hall of Fame. That's the crazy part. Like the most hits, it shows all of that with him, but your bust ain't in there. You know what I mean? So,
I always say that about Barry Bonds when they. So let's just say people stop playing baseball in 500 years, and they run across Cooperstown Museum and like, wow, what was this sport? And they start learning about it. And I'm like, what was the greatest part of this sport? Oh, someone would hit a ball from here 400 feet out to there. Like, wow, who did the most of those? They're like, oh, this guy named Barry Bonds. And they'd be like, where's the statue? Ah, they don't have one here.
I think that the point that they will be in there, him and Roger. But here's my thing, right? So steroids in baseball got exposed, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when I was younger, so I used to, I was a big fan and still am of the NFL. And I played football in high school, college, and I always was like, damn, I was envious of the Steelers and Mean Joe Green and L.C. Greenwood or the Purple People Eaters on Vikings, all these like players, man. I went hard. But then I I saw an interview at some point, I forget when, and I could see like lower down and I see trash and people with mad needles in them. It was this thing about behind the scenes about it a little bit many years ago. And I was like, oh shit, these dudes are taking steroids, right? These dudes are taking steroids. And it was cool. It was okay. You understand what I'm saying? Whereas I didn't think that. I think you just work how hard in the gym and all that stuff, and you'll be able to do this. So I was kind of, when I learned that, I was like, damn, these dudes that I thought were stars and things like that were using it. It was cool. You know what I mean? It was part of the game. So when baseball people started doing that, it wasn't 1, 2, 3, or 4, 5 people doing it. It was a whole bunch of people. So that's why I'm saying
there was probably like 200 guys not doing it, and everyone else was doing it.
Thousands, like, you know what I mean? It's just
a lot.
I mean, but you know what?
And that's an era. That's not one season. I'm saying over that era of baseball steroids, I bet you 200 guys weren't doing it, and most of those guys were probably rookies who weren't trusted yet with information like that.
That's true too. That's true, man. I'm listening. I just gotta make a move.
So the next one, Chef Tanya knows the next one. We're gonna say rest in peace to. She always talks about it. Women always talk about this guy. He's transcended past basketball. He's in pop culture. When a woman shuts down a man tries to hit on a woman and she blocks it. What is it called? What do they say, babe?
We Motumbo that shit.
So, to Dikembe Motumbo, from when I was a kid. Oh man, Dikembe Motumbo. I think he was like, what did they say? He was 58?
152. Oh no, yeah, you're right. I think he was like upper 50s, not lower 50s.
Yes, that one was that's sad. I like Dikembe Motumbo.
The thing about the Dikembe Motumbo was a little bit of history of that. Of course, it's from Africa, but he went through the College of the Centers, which was Georgetown at the time. Ministry Defensive Centers. Started out with Pat Ewing. After Pat Ewing, I think it was Motumbo,
Marcus King,
and then Alonzo Mourning, and then it was another guy. His name will come to me. Othello Harrington. You know what I mean? So they were.
Oh, he was UMass. Never mind.
They were in succession, and great John Thompson, rest in peace, was the coach. But then they all moved to the NBA, all of them. And it's not only that.
They're all good too.
Of course, Othello being the less, but the rest of them were good. But the thing about Dikembe Mutombo that I'd be most remembered for as well, along with basketball, is he was a great humanitarian. He built I believe it was a school It was a school or hospital. I'm sorry, I should have looked that up. But he used millions of his own money to build this facility, and he championed the cause of his people and to make things more global. And it was just such a great dude. Like because you got millions and all that. You know what I mean? You got millions and all that, but you started out in one place and you had to get there. And then when you get the money, then what do you do with it? And he did great things.
In 2007, Motumbo's passion project came to fruition. He opened a hospital in Kinshasa, located just outside his hometown. He named the hospital after his mother.
Right. Who passed? Yeah, you're right.
300-bed facility, and has treated to this day more than 500,000 patients.
Think about that. Like, how you could do something like that that's going to be forever. He was such a great guy, I just heard a story earlier online from Alonzo Mourning. When they were in college, these two were roommates. So Mourning being like, I think 6'11" or so, could have been 7 feet. Dikembe was 7'1", something like that. So these dudes are roommates, and he talked about Dikembe's feet used to hang off the bed. I was like, well, his didn't? I don't know, maybe he had a different kind of bed. But anyway, he said that Dikembe, this takes you into the human part of them. He said Dikembe was making chicken one day, frying some chicken, and he realized he didn't have no flour. So he used cornbread mix, right? And the cornbread mix, it didn't take right. It wasn't cornmeal, it was the mix. Didn't take right, and it was burning and smoking up the whole place. It was just a hilarious story. But it just shows you, like, man, at one point, these dudes were just college kids trying to get to the next level. You know what I mean? Do great things. So rest in peace to him.
All right.
Humble the great.
1.5 more to go. All right. John Amos.
Yes, John Amos.
This one's annoying. All right. So John Amos, when did you find out he died? Yesterday, right?
Yeah.
He died 6 weeks ago.
Oh, yeah?
What?
And when we found out yesterday, his kids found out.
Right. That's wild.
Wait, what?
Because there's some whole thing going on. If you remember, I think we talked about it on Danger Zone. About 2 months ago or 3 months ago, John Amos was in the news because there was claims that there was elder abuse being committed on him.
Oh.
And it was his kids and whoever's in charge of him or have his power of attorney, they're not vibing. So I don't know how you don't tell someone their dad died and he's been 6 weeks.
There's something was going on, man.
There's a story there.
News. So I was like, but he's great. He's done a lot of things I liked over the years.
Let me tell you, when you would think that he was done, he came back in another movie.
Yeah.
Back in a comedy with Eddie Murphy's joint, Coming to America. He was in the other movie. He was in Martin's shows. He was in so much stuff.
He was in Good Times, right? Yeah. So he Good Times, but he left Good Times because he wanted Good Times to be more of a drama than about JJ. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he ended up leaving Good Times.
JJ became the star.
He was like the Steve Urkel of that.
Yeah, I'll let you know one thing though, because we grew up watching that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna let you know. So we say John Amos, but his name probably is John Amos. But all around where we grew up, it was John Amos all day. But peep this, he was also in the biggest shoot. Man, I say that one of the biggest movies of all time too was Roots.
Yeah, he was Kinte's father, right?
No. He was like that. You should watch it when you get a chance, man. It really is like some shit. But he wasn't Kunta Kinte's father. Before you look it up, you want to bet? Huh?
No, because I've only seen the movie in 30.
Nah, he was Kunta Kinte. You know what I mean? That's who he became when he was older. He was John Amos was him older. You understand?
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
So the Reading Rainbow guy turned into.
So what I'm saying is,
I thought it was a Reading Rainbow guy that was.
John Amos was Kunta Kinte after they chopped his foot off and all that. Original dude was LeVar Burton when he was younger, right?
Yeah. Isn't that the Reading Rainbow guy?
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't crazy.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, so that was sad. And then, what was your favorite role from him?
Man,
Yeah.
well, because where I grew up, man, the way I grew up, it has to be Good Times.
Oh,
You know?
really? Okay, wow. All right.
I mean, because see, those shows that we didn't have cable and all the rest of that stuff. So
Yeah.
those kind of help us grow. Like, when I say that, I kind of mean people in general, but as an inner city children growing up too, that kind of was what you watch. Because we all watched the same shows on TV. We all like that's how it worked. And then you had like the Jeffersons, Good Times, and you know what I mean. So it was so monumental. And when you would see him in other movies afterwards, it was just a bonus, because when he was young, he was bald with that head. Like you thought he was old because the way his head was when he was young on Good Times. But then they have him in these other movies older where he had a wig, like a little wig. So I would get a kick out of that. But he was a tremendously great dude, man. Rest in peace, John Amos and his family.
Yeah.
Who else?
Yeah. And then I wanted to say that it was revealed that Chino XL committed suicide.
I don't know, man.
Like,
See,
I was shocked at that. I was like, oh my gosh, you never know what people are dealing with, man.
You never know, man, because that dude committed suicide. And they were just remember when he died. So somebody put the spin on it about like how he was a great dad and all that stuff, which he probably was, right? But he was dealing with his own demons. You know what I mean? Because you just don't kill yourself. You know what I mean? Dealing with some demons or something. But rest in peace to him still. Great man. Great, you know what I mean? That type of thing. So,
And then one last rest in peace. I want to say rest in peace to all these people in North Carolina.
Oh my God, so sad.
1,000+ people died in a hurricane there. And the country was focusing on Florida, like it was going to be Florida that was I mean, I'm sure it was hit bad, but nothing like this.
Right.
This is crazy.
Yeah, man.
That's a lot of people dead in a natural disaster in the United States. I think that's gotta be up there. What do you think is higher, Dia?
What'd you say?
Oh, I said what? I think is it the highest? Because I can only think of the California quakes back in the day.
Yeah, a lot of people don't die in earthquakes, like they do in places that don't have the infrastructure America has, because their earthquake crack the crust and the water will fill in and drown everybody. Here in LA, at least it's a desert, so they don't have to deal with that.
I think it's going to be one of the highest death tolls for a natural disaster. I mean, how much was it in New Orleans when that happened?
I can't imagine. That was, I don't know. I'll tell you right now.
Hurricane first.
So, have you been watching it on the news?
What's that?
This hurricane?
No. I'm just saying, it's just terrible, man. Tornadoes are crazy though. Tornadoes just come through and wipe up. You know what I mean?
So
that crazy stuff.
Have to go, Chef Tanya. We have to go back to September 18th, 1900. The tropical cyclone hit Galveston, Texas, and killed 12,000 people.
Wow.
Oh my God, that is a lot.
Yeah. It doesn't diminish like what's going on.
No,
there.
not at all. Not at all. In the 1900s, like they didn't have the same stuff we had. So
yeah. So yeah. And then so that's about it that I have for rest in peace. So anybody got anything positive? I got a few positives, but
yeah, go ahead, man.
Not blood.
I'm with you.
You're breaking in and out, Mr. DL. So can you say that again?
I'm breaking in and out. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
All right. So Tom Brady was roasted his first few attempts at being a broadcaster. Even the Boston Globe roasted him, all these local people. But last night or this Sunday, I thought he did pretty good when he addressed the Baker Mayfield drama, where Baker Mayfield said that Tom Brady made Tampa Bay the life for Tampa Bay football players tough, and he wasn't fun and this and that. And Tom Brady just shouted back and said, "Yeah, I wasn't there to have fun. I was there to win championships. Try sometime."
Yeah. Facts. Can't get mad at that.
So I thought that was funny.
It's like the Michael Jordan thing. People said that he was like super intense. Same thing.
Yeah.
He wasn't there to make friends. He was there to win. So
yeah, funny. Tom Brady. I can't really get into him as a commentator, but that part was hilarious. I gotta shout him out for that.
I mean, he looked a lot better than some other people. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, if he does that with the little slice of arrogance like that, it'll be more entertaining.
I mean,
I find him dry. Like he's like take a nap when you hear him talk. You know,
I mean, some of them are that way as well. I feel that way about Pat Summerall, who's a great. But what happens is, like everything else, he becomes a part of the culture. So then you get used to what he is, and then it becomes like lovable. Like that's really how that broadcasting journalism thing works. You know what I mean? Like, bro, oh, man, he's a goofball or this and that or whatever. Like they were hating Tony Romo. Now they're used to it. So you know what I mean? They're like.
So the exact quote was, Tom Brady made it in a stressful environment, and Brady's response was, "I thought stressful was not having Super Bowl rings."
Which is dope, you know?
So I thought that was fun. You got anything? You got any stories?
I mean, no, I mean, because sad to say, that Puff Daddy thing, the P. Diddy thing is taking over so much shit and you just get tired of it, you know? But I just kind of crazy how they try to pull everybody else in it. You know what I mean? Whereas like, that's the situation going on right now. And then now everybody wants to say, oh, Jay-Z's next and things like that, right?
Yeah.
But to me, that's kind of corny because let everything play itself out, whatever's going on. They don't need to talk about him. He ain't, you know what I mean? P. Diddy got so much shit on him. If that shit is the stick, man, damn, he could be in that motherfucker for the rest of his life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. But hey.
I think he's going to snitch to try to get less time.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it probably already has the power. And
yeah.
Whatever it is.
If the FBI has everything, if he taped all of this stuff and the FBI is already in control of all this stuff, there's not much. What are you gonna? You know what I mean? Like, so.
Can snitch or you can't snitch?
I mean, he could always snitch, I guess. There's something they don't know or have or that you heard in a back room somewhere. But if the FBI, like, man, like, they already know everything that they need to know.
Listen, they can know everything, but they haven't worded it. So
yeah.
These words it as the person, that's way different. It's like, yeah, well, you know, this is the blah, blah. That's so damaging to so much other shit. But I mean, you know what? I really am past giving it the energy because it's just there. You know, I just said that because they said some 120 allegations coming up and all that. It's just a crazy scene. But I'm still in that hip hop mode, real hip hop, you know.
Real hip hop, if you want to eventually. I purposely didn't have any Diddy stories for the same reason.
Yeah, I'm dead. I'm done with that. I just seen that shit. I was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, man.
I got Lauryn Hill has been sued by Praz for fraud and breach of contract.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you know what it is in a nutshell is he's like, yo, she get money. But when she cancels some tours and things like that, he's like stopping his money. You know, so that's why
much money and pay informants. He needs more. I need more money.
I know, man. Like his situation, he got nerve to be suing someone too, man. But
a danger zone.
I mean, what the world needs now is love.
What he do is call her up and threaten to be like, I know mad shit about you. I'm gonna tell on you. Yeah. you better pay me.
And then they're gonna add blackmailing charges to his already list of things.
It's just madness, man. You know.
We didn't hear what you said, Mr. DL. You gotta talk louder.
If he really is an FBI informant, he's not gonna get in trouble for anything. They let Whitey Bulger kill people.
Then they kill the shit. But his boy was in a pristine position. That dude that he brought up, basically, let's think of the position he had. Oh, let me see that. And then getting rid of shit or whatever. That's great. That's wild. I mean, I'm sure over the years, other people had someone in positions like that, right? You know, but it's just that shit, that one got exposed. You know what I mean? Because, you know, come on, corruption has probably been in shit like for years. You know what I mean? As we know. That's how people get convicted. And then we're finding all these years later, as we said before, that they were innocent. So, you know, we know that there was more control by police than was let on in those days. Now you got a body, forehead. all kinds of cams. You know, you got a Cam Newton, you got all types of cams, man. But,
who do you guys think is the, off the top of your head, who the greatest comedy duo of all time is? You got Abbott and Costello. You know what I mean? Forever we have comedy duos. Off the top, can you think of any great ones?
shit, I don't even think of what them two you just said. And who was after?
But Key and Peele, that's another one. Like, you know what I'm saying?
What
Like,
about Richard Pryor and the white guy with the curly hair? I forgot his name.
Wilder.
Yeah, I really liked them when they made movies together. They had me rolling.
Jack Gleason and his boy back in the day. You know what I mean?
Rock and Kevin Hart. Like, there's definitely a lot of comedy duos.
Are they a duo?
Fred,
once you do like 3 movies together, I'm like, yeah, you
Fred,
guys.
Hey, Fred Sanford and Grady. They was a funny duo. You know what I mean?
Those people are.
My choice is Trey Parker and Matt Stone, the 2 guys who make
South Park. Yeah, those guys are geniuses.
So they're filming. It was announced last year. We talked about it on here, but they're doing a hip hop musical with Kendrick Lamar.
Right.
And I guess they just started filming because people have been posting online that they see Kendrick Lamar doing these crazy things in LA, and they're saying that it has to be that. So
that's fun, exciting.
Could be.
So they wrote it together, and yeah, I can't wait to see that because everything they do hits. Like it hits. These guys have been hitting every week in pop culture, literally every week since like 1997. Every week they hit every week.
Yeah.
You know, that's a long time. That's a long time to stay relevant. Let me tell you. That's a long time.
Thing, man. But on another, I mean, yeah, too. But everybody likes to laugh. You can make people laugh, then you want to really, if you think about it. But yeah, not a whole lot to sweep on some other things.
You like do you like fairs? Like going to the state fair?
I mean, I really haven't really done that much. My kids will go to King's Richard's Fair.
Yeah. What was that, Tanya?
Huh?
We just went to a fair. What was that?
Oh,
the Big
we
E.
went to the Big E in West Springfield.
That's
Best
what
time ever.
Hey, that's what I just said before you said it, because my son and his girlfriend just went there too. When did you go?
Thursday.
Oh no, they went on Saturday. You know what I mean? Absolutely.
Well, I feel bad for them if they went on Saturday because we went. It was raining, it was cold, and it was still packed. But we really didn't wait on any long lines by any means. So I can only imagine what kind of chaos it was on Saturday.
They went up there hanging for a few hours. So
did he go see Public Enemy, or did he just go?
Huh?
Did he go see Public Enemy, or did he just go to the fair?
I didn't see I didn't hear the rest of it because it was kind of after the game. So then they, got himself together. Then he plays for AIC, which is in Springfield.
No, I was saying on Saturday, Public Enemy performed there.
Right, and I'm saying so after, I don't know what really happened.
Oh, I see.
Because after the game, he bounced over there. If I knew that, though, I would have hollered at them just to go. Like, I didn't know that. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so I hollered at Chuck D, and then he said something about, I saw 2 days later, people were, like, attacking him on the internet for being sick and not being able to do a show. But I just don't know if it was that show, because I feel like if it was that show, I would have heard about it because it was in Massachusetts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I wasn't aware because I was with. I would have went through him or Flag, and checked it out. I didn't know. If I knew that we was out there too. So
yeah. But yeah. So I guess is it that time of the week?
Yeah, it could be that time of the week, man. You know what I mean? To make the stupids come out.
It's time for Stupid as Hell, ladies and gentlemen. Where Big Shug finds the stupidest person in America.
Now listen. So this person doesn't have a name, unfortunately, this week either. But recently, a woman was pulled over and arrested at the border for possession of Mexican bologna, 748 pounds, which was in 40 rolls. She had what do you call them? Narcotics, including opioids and others, and more than $7,000 in cash. She was the bologna bandit. because you're not supposed to be able to bring uncooked bologna from Mexico or something like that. It got to be cooked. And she only declared one cooked item. Not these 40 rolls of bologna that she had. You know what I mean? So needless to say, she had to pay $1,000 fine, and then the rest of the thing is pending. So we'll see. They disposed and took everything.
I just looked it up. This is real. This is real news. This is no baloney.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yo, I stayed away from those. There's too many of them to say. Like, you know what I mean? So I was like, yo, you know.
Yeah.
So this week, stupid as hell, is a young woman that was 43 years old who got pulled over at the border and was possessing 748 pounds of bologna, right? And had cash and opioids. If there's something that we don't know, if there's opioids, I said opioids, wow. If there's something that we don't know about bologna, please tell us, because if we got to get in the bologna game, you know what I mean? We're going to make it happen. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Stupid as hell. Miss 43 years old. We don't got your name, but you know who you are. But you're stealing bologna ass. I wonder, how much of that were you gonna fry? That's a lot of bologna.
All of it. Fry it all.
Bologna's popping, man. I don't eat bologna anymore, but when I was younger, yo, you had to fry it, cut out that corner so it don't bubble up, right? You know what I mean?
I never had fried bologna ever.
Nah, yeah, because you know what? It was a staple coming up. One of the sandwiches, man. Some stupid shit called devil ham, bologna and cheese, peanut butter and jelly, tuna fish head. You know, so it was some staple sandwiches, and that bologna was something you had a lot, bologna and cheese. But when you got home, you like, damn, I could do something else to this shit, because bologna ain't nothing but hot dogs anyway. You know what I mean? So then I remember frying myself, and then people were all frying it. I was like, oh, it's a different animal, you know, but it'll pop up. When you put it down, it pops up in the middle. So in order to avoid that, you cut a little corner out, and it'll flatten out. But still, I love that fried bologna thing. But anyway, yeah.
New documentary out, Forsaken America. New single with Rex drops on Friday. And that's all I got.
And I've completed the Undefeated album with DJ Premier. So the single will be dropping out real soon. It'll be on TTT Records. And you know, some poppin' shit. You know, we in the works to do some things. You know, so take it from there. I ain't gonna tell the whole thing. Like DL even knows some more stuff too, but we're gonna leave it like that till we, you know, get to that part of it. But yeah, man, you know, he's a part of this, putting together this little Gangstar thing too, this big Shug thing. So stay tuned, man. That shit is popping, man. Some joints on there. Yeah, some joints. Yeah, other than that, man, you know, let's go Michigan this week. You know, shout out to my nephew TJ. Let's go
the Yankees.
AIC.
Let's go.
Son Tremaine. This week they play, man, New Haven, University of New Haven.
Where are you going to? Is it in New Haven?
Yes.
Damn, you got to get pizza. They're saying that New Haven, Connecticut.
Oh, you know you know we done did it. You yeah, because you remember, so Tremaine went to Southern Connecticut.
Yeah.
Which is New Haven, like for 2 years. So we got hit with that.
Oh, nice.
And shout out to my young nephew, CJ Eason. He's on that Pop Warner shit, but he's the truck, man. He's the future. Oh. You know what I mean? So they're undefeated as well out of North Attleboro. You know what I mean? CJ Eason and my nephew, Corey Eason. You know what I mean? You know, shout out to everybody. Shout out to the fam too, man. Like, you know, the boys keep playing ball. You know what I mean? Try to be great. That's what you work for. Be great, man. Just have some fun. We're from various locations this week. You know what I mean? Boston, Lowell. Where you at, Tanya?
Between Massachusetts and Connecticut. Like
yeah.
Hey, Rhode Island, that's me.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yep.
So just come over.
Let me know what you're cooking, because I'm hungry.
Of course. Yo, of course, after the show, she's always hungry. Yo, but anyway, we're gonna jump to it because Real Love got to, you know, make a dash, but at the same time, what was popping up this week, Reed looked a little crazy, man. Was out of caboose once again.
No, three
What?
of us were the same.
Oh
We were
wow.
all cabooses, and DL was the only one that made it past 500.
Good
Whoa.
for you.
Right?
I thought I did terrible.
No.
Oh, we did shoot. So what we got?
So DL got 9 and 7,
Mm-hmm.
and then you, me, and Tanya got 7 and 9,
Wow.
Ooh.
and we were all like slightly different. So
Yeah.
You know, because we took that Homer team too. But this week, so what are our numbers right now?
So our numbers are, Dad, you're still the caboose with 31 and 33. I'm 33 and 31. Tanya's 36 and 28, and DL is 38 and 26.
Okay. So
In the lead.
this
In the
week,
lead.
we're starting with Chef Tanya Nicole.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, I'm sorry. So we got the Thursday night is the Buccaneers at the Falcons.
Buccaneers.
Bucks, got it.
Hey, hold on one sec.
You
Buccaneers for me. Buccaneers.
Okay. I'm
Buccaneers.
also Buccaneers deal. Okay.
Yeah, all right.
Yep. And
Across
I
the
will,
board.
and I'll be the Buccaneers as well. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna, because it's been so topsy-turvy, I'm gonna switch so if we're not all the same, because that makes me sad. So I'm gonna go with the Falcons.
Oh,
She said that makes me sad.
Yo, that's not the first time she said that this week. Well, go ahead.
True story.
Yo, shit. What we got
All
next?
right.
she said she was going with the Falcons.
Yep. Falcons. So we have a London game on Sunday morning at 9:30, and we have the Jets at the Vikings, but it's in London. So
London.
I'm going with the Vikings.
Vikings.
Gotta
Got
go Vikings. Vikings are still undefeated, man. They're playing incredible.
it.
I'm going with the Jets.
All right.
They're gonna be making this noise.
Maria, you did Vikings too?
I'm gonna go with the Vikings. Yep.
Yeah. You're after me. I didn't hear you. That's what I was,
Oh, we're all over the place. That's fine. All right. And then so that's the London game. So now the 1 o'clock games are the Panthers at the Bears.
Go Bears.
Bears.
The Bears.
I'm going Bears too.
Bears.
Bears.
Bears. Bears all around. I like
Burst.
the Bears. Okay. Next, we got the Browns at the Commanders.
I'm going Commando.
Oh,
And
okay.
gotta go to Commanders.
Oh boy.
They're playing ridiculous stuff too right now.
Yeah, my first pick of the Commanders. I think Commanders.
Commanders. All right. I also put down the Commanders, but I'm not liking how we're all. Next one, if we're all the same, I'm switching. I'm going Commanders. All right.
Switch it.
All right. Next, we got the Dolphins at the Patriots. This is a
This will be the chop up.
I'm going Dolphins.
yeah.
Okay, so listen, the Dolphins. If there's a couple of teams worse than the Patriots, it's the Dolphins and Jacksonville Jaguars. So I got the Patriots can't win this game.
They all won 3. So
If the Patriots can't beat the Dolphins, right, with that quarterback and all that, then I won't be able to pick them for the rest of the year. So I got to pick the Patriots.
Okay.
do what you must.
Dolphins.
Dolphins.
Terrible. They look terrible, man. That's what I'm saying. If they lose it,
They actually do look terrible. But we're not going in New England.
I feel like historically the Patriots kind of always have issues with the Dolphins. Is that a true statement?
yeah, but these aren't the Dolphins. I don't know what they are. Like
They have
They're like the porpoises right now.
yeah, man. What do you got, Marie?
Man,
I'm
I
gonna go with the
then the Patriots are some what is it what's the guy that he was a traitor?
the red
Damn.
coat,
No,
the turncoat. Oh,
there's a name specifically.
oh my goodness! Come on, Outlander. Let's go.
But
I
they are.
forget. Oh, I forget.
Yeah, Paul Revere. All right, let's go.
Oh, yeah.
the Patriots
Okay. I'm going with the Patriots anyway.
terrorists.
Pat Patriot.
Okay. We got the Colts at the Jaguars.
That's
Colts.
tough one.
Colts. Oh, sorry. I thought you said something.
Go Colts too because Joe Flacco, their quarterback got hurt, and Jacksonville, I don't know what the fuck. I mean, the Panthers, Colts. I can't.
Jaguars. Is it Jaguars though we're playing though, not the Panthers? Is it Jaguars we're playing, not the Panthers?
They're trash too. So yeah.
Okay,
He
never
was
mind.
like some cats.
It's fine.
Flacco's quarterback, and so I got to go with Colts.
Colts.
Where
Yeah, you said Colts,
Yeah, Colts.
and then I'm gonna go Colts too. All right, then we got the Bills at the Texans.
Deep in the heart of Texans.
Okay.
No, I'm going to differ again. I'm going to go Bills. All right, hold up, DL. Hold up. Where you going, Rick?
Oh, I'm going with the Bills too.
Yeah, I'm going Bills too. All right, D.
What happened? What happened? Bills.
Bills.
Woohoo! Let's go. That's gonna be a good game for me.
Yeah.
All right, next we got the Ravens at the Bengals.
Going Ravens.
Ravens.
I'm going
Ravens.
Ravens.
I was
well.
thinking the same thing.
I'm going Ravens as well. Ravens is Derrick Henry's running like a maniac, man. He had 199 yards. They were trying to get him that 200, but he's a man child. I'm going Ravens. What say you, Ree?
I'm gonna go with the Bengals because I don't want to keep it the same.
I think I got three different. But go ahead. Go ahead, DL.
Oh, Ravens. Oh,
Ravens.
hold on. Ravens make it sound like this.
What do you say, Bubba? What?
Okay, the danger zone.
I don't even know. I just heard the zone.
I love it. It's so funny.
Oh.
All right, now we're up to the 4:00 games. We got the sorry. We got the Raiders at the Broncos.
Raiders.
I'm going Broncos. What do you rate?
Broncos.
Raiders.
They suck. Go
All
ahead.
right.
They're both 2-2, so
Yeah, but Raiders, I don't know what's going on. They need a quarterback.
back attack.
They
All
got
right, next we got the Cardinals at the 49ers. Yeah, 49ers. Okay.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, I'm going 49ers as well.
I'm going with the Cardinals.
49ers.
49ers. Okie dokie. All right, 4:25. We got the Giants at the Seahawks.
Seahawks.
Going Seahawks, you have to.
Do you? Because I put the Giants.
Giants suck, man. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
well,
G-Men are disappointing.
Yeah, they're terrible.
Giants.
Seahawks, what you got?
I'm
Wait,
Giants.
DL's the Giants with me.
If the Giants play the All-Star team, I'm gonna root for the Giants.
Okay, we got the Packers at the Rams.
Packers.
Packers.
Going with the Rams.
Packers.
Rhea's going for all the upsets.
Yep. It's been a very upsetting football season. So
Yeah.
Mine as well.
Might as well.
You can't be worse than I'm already like opposite yet last week. I was under, so it's fine. It's fine. Okay. Sunday night game is the Cowboys at the Steelers.
That's a tough.
Steelers.
Steelers.
Where are they playing at?
At the Steelers.
Playing at Steelers.
I'm going Steelers.
I'm gonna take Cowboys.
Steelers.
All right. And then Monday night game, we got the Saints at KC.
Easy, Casey.
KC. I'm hoping Taylor Swift is there. And I'm really hoping they didn't
We
break
haven't
up.
seen her this season. She's probably been playing away.
So They're saying Travis Kelce hasn't scored a touchdown this year. Is that true?
Yeah.
Dang.
I'll go.
Still, last week he didn't? No? I thought he did better last week.
I did, but they lost their top wide receiver last week, and they're playing with the second street running back too. It's kind of wild over there right now.
He's too busy getting to third base, not scoring any touchdowns. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna take damn it, Saints already let me down. They
Oh, y'all picked him already.
You know what? I'm gonna do KC.
KC.
KC for me, DL?
KC, yep.
KC. Swifts. All right, that's it. That's Monday.
All right, so I know for 2 weeks in a row they had a doubleheader on Monday, but
Yeah, I know. It's because we have the Sunday game, a Sunday morning game.
So our numbers just stand as what now?
Numbers are Dad 31-33, me 33-31, Tanya 36-28, and DL is 38-26.
All right, we got to get some wins or get some adjustments. I think I'm 3 different, maybe 3 or 4, like that.
Well, you're 7 behind DL right now.
Yeah, I'm just saying I'm different. These picks this week, I think 3 of them are different, or 4, something like that. We appreciate you. Thanks for coming in. We're gonna keep it popping. Have a good rest of the night. Always
Thank you.
appreciate you.
I'm off to PTA.
PTA, you know what I mean?
Bye.
All right, peace.
Oh yeah. All right. So
remember, don't make excuses.
No purpose.
Well, let me finish. You can't let a brother put a twist on it. Like, hey, no, we don't want you to get.
No, we on 100 and some shows. There's no twist.
I said like this. Hey, if it's your app, I'm gonna let you keep it. I ain't gonna take it from you. You know what I mean? So, what I'm saying is though, excuses have no purpose. Don't make them.
Don't make them.
When we grow, we glow. That's what it's about. That's why we're still here. We get in and we get out. We show you we get in, we get out, man. Hope you're entertained, subscribe, and all the rest of those good things in life. Also, check on your people, man. You know what I'm saying? Always check on your people.
Yes.
Like I was just finding out about Chino XL, suicide, and sad stuff like that. Where it's like, yeah, we just got to check, man. And if you think that you checked a little bit, checking is a little bit more than just say, hi, how you doing? It's a little bit more than that sometimes. So, all right?
Yeah.
All right.
Have a great week. Pull this up. What we at? 128, 129?
124.
Oh, damn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I was like 127, 128. Man, I pushed it. So 124, episode 124. We'll have it up and running in a minute. You know what I mean? And y'all be good. We'll get at you on my dark days. Psh.